Hello everyone. In today's video we will look at this soldering station. We will cover up the unboxing, teardown, a test, and we will compare it with my homemade analog soldering station. It's the KAIWEETS KOT936. With this occasion I want to thank Geek for sending me this soldering station and KAIWEETS. So first let's unbox the soldering station and see what we get in the box. So okay. Now here we have the user manual, which we are not interested in it. Okay, we have I think this is the base. On this it will sit the soldering station. Okay, let's put this apart. We will have some lead-free solder, and those are the tips. We have a lot of them to choose the one you most use it. A bag of screws and standoffs. And here we have this flexible helping hands with alligator clips. We have two of them. Okay, and another one, which I believe it's for the magnifying glass. Which is in here. This is the magnifying glass. We will look at it a little bit later when we put everything together. Here we have some brass shavings, but I don't think these are brass shavings, just steel shavings, copper plated. I will test and see if sticks to the magnet. This shows us that this is the steel shavings, copper plated, but it will work. Alright, and here we have the station with this is the handle holder. I'm not sure if I can call it that way. Alright, here we have some sponge, and I believe it's aluminum, not plastic, which it's quite nice. Alright, let's put this aside. Here we have the handle. Okay, and it comes with this pointed tips. All right, let's see what we have in here. I think that's what. And lastly, the station. All right. And this is the station. It's plastic, analog soldering station, ESD safe, but I don't think it's ESD safe. Anyway, let's continue. Let's put everything, this box, out of the way, and we will take a closer look to the station. We will put everything together and give it a test, but before we even test it, I will take it apart and see what we have inside. Alright, let's go to the part which I will take apart this and see what we have inside. Alright guys, let's put this together. You will have 4 standoffs with some metal parts inserts. You will have 5 M4, I believe these are M4 screws, and you will have these nuts for or I'm not sure, 4 of them, 5 are M4 and 4 of them are I believe they are M5. Alright, here we have this flexible arm which we will attach the magnifying glass. Alright, and these 2 helping hands, and we have to put in here the standoffs, and on these 3 holes we will have the magnifying glass in the back and 2 helping hands on these 2 sides. But I will mount this off camera, and then we will take a closer look and see how it looks. Alright guys, I just finished mounting this base with helping hands and magnifying glass. Now simply we will put the soldering station in place, because we have these 2 square holes and these 2 in the back, and this, it will match these round holes, it will match these 2 plastic parts from the soldering station, and these 2 holes here will match these 2 standoffs of the soldering station, and we simply put it in here, and I don't think it will move, and we have the helping hands with the magnifying glass, we can now solder some SMD components, or I don't know if you need the magnifying glass. Okay. Now we will attach the handle with let's put this here. Alright, first let's put this sponge or brass shavings, but as I said, this I don't think it's brass shavings, it's simply steel shavings or something like that, copper plated. To test it, as I showed it before, simply we will take this magnet, and as you can see it sticks to the magnet, which show us that are steel shavings, copper plated. Anyway, it will work. We will put this in here. We have the handle. To change the tip, simply unscrew this part here, take the tip away, and here we have this selection of tips that we can choose. I will use this one. They seems okay, not too bad, not too good. Anyway, you don't expect much from this soldering station. It's about 45.99 I believe euros on Geek Buying website, and if you buy it from let's say Amazon, I believe it's 49.99 euros, but you can buy it from Geek Buying, and I will put a link down below in the description, and I will give you the coupon code, and you will have it with 35.99 I believe. So it's not an expensive soldering station, so you don't expect JBC quality or something like that, or Heco soldering station. It's a cheap soldering station. Alright, let's change the angle and see it from the front. On the front, as you can see, it's quite simple soldering station. We have this scale. It's 200 degrees Celsius minimum temperature, and the maximum is 480 or 896 Fahrenheit. Here we have the calibration hole, and inside is the pot for calibration. The handle, it's in here. I don't really like this type of connector. Anyway, it looks nice, and you can see my reflection as well. Hello everyone. Here is the holder with the soldering iron. Once it's in place, it holds it quite firmly. It holds it firmly in place, and yeah, before we power it up and compare it with my homemade analog soldering station, it's this soldering station. It's from my last video. It's a T12 soldering station, but it's analog one. It works very good, so I will compare it with this one. I have another project which uses this type of iron or something similar, but it's not finished. I didn't finish it yet, so I will compare it to this one because it's the only analog soldering station that I have, that I made myself. I will compare it with this one and see. I don't know, the comparison will be if it worth buying this soldering station, or it's better to make yourself one. That depends on you, if you like building something or do something yourself. But first, of course, to build something like this, you will need a soldering station or soldering iron. Anyway, let's take this apart and see what we have inside. Alright guys, let's oops, the wrong screwdriver. One moment please. Alright. I don't expect much to see inside, but okay. And this is what it have inside. Here we have the switch with a small fuse, the transformer, 220 volts or 40 volts to 24 volts, I believe it is. I don't see no markings on it. And yeah, let's take this board out and take a closer look to it. I don't think I will take this board out because it's glued in here, but I don't need to. This is the board. We have here the BT137, it's a triac, and this is the LM 200 358, not 358 operational amplifier. I believe the difference between LM258 and 358, it's this one, it's industrial grade, and LM358, it's commercial grade, so they are a little bit different. And here we have the AC connection from the transformer. It's grounded. We have the ground connection for the handle. It's connected to the tip. Alright, focus. Here's the ground connection, but it's only grounded to it's grounded to the transformer, from the tip to the transformer, and this part here, it goes to the power cable, to the mains. It's grounded as well, and not much to see in here. Here we have this is the potentiometer that we control the temperature, and this one here, the blue pot, it's for the calibration, and that's it. Not too much to see, it's very simple. Alright, I will put it together, and we will see how it works, how fast it will heat up, and we will compare it to my homemade soldering station, as I said, to see the difference, if this one is better. Alright, I will be back. Alright guys, the soldering station, it's put back together. I don't have a method to see how much time it takes to heat up, but from my experience I will say 40 seconds for this type of iron. So let's set the soldering station to 300 degrees, and I will start the soldering station and see how much it takes to melt the solder. All right. It already melts the solder. I will say 30 seconds. All right. And we will compare it now to my homemade soldering station, how it performs on when you solder something with the bigger tracks or bigger components on it. I have an old board, so I will bring this board here and test these two soldering stations And for my curiosity and yours probably, let's see if which one performs better. And yeah, I will be back soon. I will bring this board here and we will test and see which one performs better. Alright guys, I have here this board. It's an old board from an induction cooker. It has quite a large copper area, and on this side it's this big inductor, so it should be quite challenging for both these two soldering stations. For my homemade soldering station, I have this T12 K-type tip. Okay, I use power supply set to 19 volts and 3 amps, so this one it should perform better. I don't even use 24 volts on this one. And yeah, this one it's already on to the working temperature. It's set to 300 volts. This one I will set it as well to 300 degrees, which I know it's around here. Alright, let's start this soldering station. And it start blinking this green LED. It indicates that it's on working temperature. As you can see, it's already smoking. Alright, let's first I will use my homemade soldering station and test it on this truck here and see how it performs at 300 degrees. How long it takes to melt the solder. Alright, this is quite challenging task. Let's see this one. For this one it's not a problem. Maybe I have to set this a little bit higher. I'm not sure if it is to 300 degrees. Alright, let's see again. Let's take this. No problem for this one. Let's try to melt this solder on this part here. It melts it without a problem. And on this part here is the inductor soldered. So we have the inductor soldered on this part in here. And now let's try this part here. it has no problem melting the solder. Let's try here. It's struggling a little bit on this part. I will change the angle, or at least I will zoom in. Alright, let's try it with my homemade soldering station on this part. Have no problem melting the solder in here. Let's try with KAIWEETS. I will try to melt the solder on this part here, because this one it's already hot. So I will try to melt the solder in here. I have no problem whatsoever. Maybe in here it's struggling a little bit to melt the solder on this part. Okay, focus. Okay, let's try it here. Yeah, and remember, this is only on 300 degrees. I did not calibrate it, so let's try with my homemade soldering station. I think this one performs better. Let's try it here. This part is colder. All right. Yeah, it works good for this price. I cannot say how long it will last, how good it will perform over time, but yeah, for the first impression it's working good. And what I don't really like is this handle cable. It's a type of, I believe, silicone, but it's a bit harder than the cable from my T12 soldering station, which is a little bit softer. But on this one it's a bit harder, but it's okay. As I said, for this price it's a good soldering station, and you don't expect much. You just buy it, it gets hot and melt the solder, you do the job, and it's a good soldering station. So this is my test, and I cannot say review of this KAIWEETS soldering station. Don't forget, I will put the link in the video description. I have a affiliate link, but for you it will not cost you extra or something like this. You just help me a little bit by using that link. I will put the coupon code so you can get it for around 36 euros. Yeah, it's a good soldering station. I can recommend it. So for me it was interesting to see if it is performance better or the same as my T12 DIY soldering station. This one, it's an analog soldering station. I'm not sure if you saw my videos. I have these two, also made. This one are made with Arduino. They are more advanced. It uses PID control, and yeah. So this one is simple. So I compared these two because they are similar. Yeah, I do work on another project, another soldering station, which is this one, also based on Arduino, but for the pencil iron. So that iron, it's similar to this one. It's not a T12 or something like that. I already finished the firmware, the code, and everything, but I don't have time to put everything together. So if you like this video, give me a like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.